trapped in the ink-high blackness of the crevice. I could hear the frustrated shouts of the figures echoing from above. The sound gradually faded, replaced by an eerie silence that pressed down on me like a physical weight. Fear coiled in my stomach, a cold serpent tightening its grip with every passing moment. The only light came from the faint luminescence, emanating from the strange metal artifact in my hand. It hummed softly, a reassuring thrum against the oppressive darkness. What secrets did it hold? Was it a weapon, a communicator, or just a strange piece of alien debris? Suddenly, a flicker of movement at the top of the crevice sent a jolt of adrenaline through me. Two figures, their shapes barely discernible in the gloom, peered down at me. They looked like malevolent crows perched on the edge of a precipice. "You shouldn't have seen that," a voice rasped, devoid of any warmth or humanity. It seemed to emanate from both figures at once, creating a disorienting effect. Panic clawed at my throat. "Who are you? What do you want?" I stammered, my voice barely a whisper. "The object," the other voice replied, more urgent this time. "Hand it over." My hand tightened around the artifact. It felt warm, almost sentient in my grasp. "No," I croaked, defiance rising within me despite my fear. "I won't." A long, chilling silence followed. One of the figures started to climb down the crevice wall, his movements surprisingly agile. A sliver of moonlight glinted off something metallic in his hand, a weapon of some kind. My heart hammered against my ribs. I scrambled back, my back hitting the rough wall of the crevice. My escape route was sealed. Fear threatened to paralyze me, but a surge of determination propelled me forward. I couldn't let them take the artifact, whatever its purpose. Fumbling in my backpack, I found my camera, the one I used to document my investigations. Raising it with shaking hands, I pointed the lens towards the approaching figure. "Stay back," I yelled, my voice distorted by the echo in the confined space. "I'm taking your picture. You won't get away with this." The figure paused, momentarily thrown off guard. He seemed to hesitate, a flicker of something akin to surprise in his shadowed eyes. But then, a smirk played on his lips. "Foolish," he sneered, his voice dripping with disdain. "Do you think a simple camera can capture what we truly are?" Before I could react, a blinding flash engulfed the crevice. But it wasn't the flash from my camera. A wave of intense white light erupted from the other figure at the top of the crevice, bathing him and his companion in its brilliance. They cried out in unison, a sound of pain and confusion that echoed through the darkness. The light subsided as quickly as it appeared. In the faint glow of the artifact, I saw the figures stagger back, their black suits now singed and smoking. A low growl rumbled from somewhere deep within the crevice, a sound that resonated with primal fear. "We'll deal with you later," one of the figures hissed, his voice tinged with desperation. Without another word, they turned and scrambled back up the crevice wall, disappearing into the darkness above. I was left alone, heart pounding like a drum, the camera still clutched in my hand. Had I captured something on film? Did the light from the other figure reveal their true form? More importantly, what was the source of the terrifying growl that echoed from the depths of the crevice? Slowly, I crawled back up the crevice wall, each scrape of my skin a dull ache. Reaching the top, I peered out at the deserted landscape. The figures were gone, vanished without a trace. Relief washed over me, momentarily erasing the fear that still clung to me like a shroud. But the encounter raised more questions than answers. Who were those men? What did they want with the artifact? And what was the growl that echoed from the depths of the crevice? I knew there was only one person who might have some answers. Mr. Crowley, the one-eyed stranger who lived in the ramshackle house on the outskirts of town. The sun cracks over the horizon, bathing the desert in a pale golden light. Battered and bruised, I stand at the edge of Mr. Crowley's property, the artifact still clutched tightly in my hand. I was no longer just a curious filmmaker. I was a target. I needed answers, and Mr. Crowley, with his cryptic clues and hidden knowledge, might just be the key to unlocking the truth about Roswell, the men in black, and the secrets they desperately wanted to keep buried. There's no turning back now. I've stumbled onto something bigger than I ever imagined. And the truth about Roswell, the men in black, and the artifact is just out of reach. But I won't stop digging. Not until I know everything. Join me in the next chapter of Men in Black. The Secret. We'll delve deeper into the secrets of Roswell and face a terrifying interrogation that will push me to the brink. Will I reveal the truth, or will I become another silenced witness? That's the end of this chapter. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We release a new chapter every Wednesday and Friday. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again.